Poseidon, lord of the seas, was one of the most powerful Olympian gods. Yet beneath his waves lay a secret too dark to ignore. Known as the Earthshaker, Poseidon could summon storms and earthquakes. But his hidden past carried shadows far greater. Myths often portray him as proud and mighty. Few dare to reveal the darker side of his legend. His secret was tied not to his power, but to his desire. A desire that often brought chaos to mortals and gods alike. Unlike his brother Zeus, Poseidon's passions were relentless. He sought control over both sea and heart. Many myths whisper of his pursuit of unwilling partners. His name carried both fear and reverence. One of the darkest tales involves Medusa. Once a beautiful maiden, she caught Poseidon's eye. Legends say Poseidon forced himself upon her in Athena's temple. This act enraged the goddess beyond measure. In punishment, Athena transformed Medusa into a gorgon. Yet Poseidon faced no justice for his deed. The curse fell only on Medusa, while Poseidon's power remained untouched. This tale reveals his darkest secret. The god of the sea was also a god of unchecked desire. His passion often led to tragedy, and mortals suffered the consequences of his actions. Poseidon's children bore the mark of this darkness. Some were monsters feared by the world. Among them was Polyphemus, the Cyclops encountered by Odysseus. His savagery reflected Poseidon's fury. Another was Theseus, born of both divine and mortal blood. His destiny was shaped by Poseidon's shadow. Yet not all of his children were celebrated heroes. Many were cursed beings, feared across the seas. His unions often defied consent. They left scars on those who crossed his path. Unlike other gods, Poseidon's wrath lingered for generations. Families bore the weight of his rage. Mortals prayed to him for calm seas, but beneath their prayers lay a fear of his unpredictable will. Sailors feared his storms more than death itself. For his anger struck without warning. The secret of Poseidon's darkest nature lies in imbalance. He ruled with power, but not with mercy. He demanded worship from all who sailed, yet offered no kindness to those who displeased him. His secret was whispered in myths, but never spoken in temples. For fear of divine punishment was too strong. Even the Olympian gods seldom challenged him. The sea was his kingdom, vast and untamed. Yet his actions created enemies among gods and mortals alike. His name carried both glory and terror. The myths of Medusa highlight his unchecked arrogance. He desecrated a sacred temple and faced no trial. Athena's punishment fell on the innocent. This injustice remains one of mythology's darkest moments. Poseidon's darkest secret was not his storms. It was his cruelty masked by divinity. Many who opposed him were crushed beneath waves. Others were cursed with endless suffering. His wrath extended far beyond the sea. Earthquakes shook lands at his command. To the Greeks, Poseidon was essential for survival. Yet they feared him more than they loved him. His name was invoked with trembling voices. Sacrifices were made to calm his storms. Some temples honored him with grandeur. Yet behind the devotion was deep unease. For the god of the sea was never fully trusted. His nature was too wild, too unforgiving. The story of Medusa remains his most haunting secret. It revealed his power twisted by desire. He left a maiden cursed for eternity, and a goddess enraged for generations. The echoes of this tale remind us of imbalance. A god unchecked is more dangerous than the storm itself. Poseidon's legacy carries both creation and destruction. His seas gave life, but also swallowed it whole. His temples celebrated him as a protector. Yet his myths remind us of his darker truths. The ocean itself reflects this duality. Calm and beautiful on the surface, but deadly in its depths. The secret of Poseidon was not lost. Poets and storytellers preserved it in whispers. They dared not accuse him directly. Instead, they cloaked his deeds in myth and allegory. Even today, his name conjures awe, but the shadow of his secrets remains. His darkest acts remind us that gods were not flawless. They were beings of power, driven by desire. The story of Medusa is only one example. Countless others were silenced by fear or forgotten in time. Poseidon's sea held their voices. Lost beneath waves, drowned in silence. His darkest secret is a reminder of injustice, a reminder that even gods could be cruel. Yet the Greeks continued to honor him, for to defy Poseidon was to invite ruin. The truth lies buried in myth, but the sea remembers what mortals forget. And in the depths of his waters, Poseidon's darkest secret still waits to be revealed.